Okay. Hello to you all. So I'm scripting a short, and basically, like in the hook, I'm mentioning that Pirates of the Caribbean, although they filmed a ton of stuff, um, basically, I want to say like, did you know that Pirates of the Caribbean filmed a good bit of their open ocean scenes not on the open ocean, stuff like that, and then use that to say, okay, this is how I'm making my pirate movie or something. Maybe I can include that in the hook, maybe not. But I was going through this footage to like pull some stuff for the hook, possibly. And well, first and foremost, there's a couple things I want to address here. If we look at all right, this shot, it's a good shot. This deck looks about 30 feet wide to me. Our deck is a little bit under 15 feet. Now, this is actually the worst way to shoot this set. Um, Really, you want to shoot it like, I don't know, chat just said the specific word. You want to shoot along the length. Right now, we're shooting along the width, so the camera would be rotated like this, so we'd be shooting like diagonally across the set. Um, there's a couple things that I want to change about this specifically, but I'm going to get so I think this door originally is like the door should be big to show that the boat's big. Um, I think the door needs to be small because with the door being so big, it actually makes the rest of the boat look small. Similar thing with the staircase, even like I feel like if the staircase wasn't so large, the boat would look big. The boat would look bigger, which I don't know if we can change that now, but um, anyways. So what I'm debating doing is with this back wall over here, okay? I'm looking at this, and you see this right here? Check it out. Okay, the space under the cantilever, the deck, this top deck that's extending outwards, that space underneath right here. I'm wondering if we put up some green, some green screen. Maybe not even use the green screen. I think we could just layer it over, put some tracking markers on this wall. If we would be able to sell that this cantilever goes out farther than it actually does, and that there's more back there. Um, just because, like, looking at this, for one, our boat is six. I would say it's just a little over half of the width of this one. And when I was making the why is it? And when I was making the um when I was designing the boat and like the dimensions and stuff, I was thinking I was gonna get this filmed in like 3 months. It's kind of annoying now, and this is a lesson I should learn, but it's kind of annoying. I should have tried to make this a little larger, I think. Originally I was gonna do 10 feet. We ended up doing 16, which it's actually more like 15, 7. Um, there's a couple things I think. So for one, I didn't want like this isn't the main deck. I would say this is like one of the top decks. You see some boats that have 3. Because if this was the main deck, I just don't. It's just not wide enough, and there's no cannons. Um. So yeah. But putting it in that perspective, as if it's just the top deck, I actually feel like it is wide enough, maybe. Basically saying, like, it's this part. But let me show you, like, a CG model. The better example. Something like this. You see what I'm looking at here? Look how this has like 3 decks. You have the bottom deck, then you have this second deck, and you have this top deck. This is where it's taking place. Okay, right here. Ideally. Or you could try to make it look like a sloop, but so I know for a fact we're gonna be shooting a scene, a static shot for the scene. Which like we'll be able to pull that off easily enough, but there is like one part where the boat's being attacked, and I don't exactly know how I want to film that yet. And there's going to be revisions I'm making to the script, so I kind of want to spend some time writing and then see what is required to pull this off. I don't know, man. I'm just a little annoyed. I mean, obviously the differences are vast. We make this door smaller. We make this have some sort of use by putting hooks with ropes. We put half-size barrels. Really pretty this mass up. I think it'll look okay. I mean, it's gonna have to. And we can emphasize that they go below deck to use the cannons. Maybe don't show the cannons on screen. It actually looks taller. Okay, that's a good sign. This AI image makes it look a lot smaller than it actually is, I think. You see? I don't think it's horrible. This AI image does not do it a lot of justice. um, okay, so that's a good sign, and we're not even really shooting from the side here, so that's good, I suppose. Yeah, so like imagine we put a like in VFX we basically removed this wall and made it seem like this goes back another 3 feet. We put a post here, okay, and then we kind of gave it this like look, and we put doors back. You know what I mean? I'm thinking if we tried that, it might look pretty good. Or even like riddle me this, okay? Oh fuck, I might have just come up with genius. So we actually put up the doors, right? But what we do in post, we film the take with the doors, okay? To match the lighting, in a sense. Then we film a take with the doors covered in green screen or whatever. I don't even know if you need green screen. It's not the point. Track the footage. Then what we do is we take the same shot and we take that little section and we scale it down and push it back and make it seem like those doors are another 3 feet backwards. We could even turn them into an AI, a 3D model with a photo scan or AI to image to AI 3D model. And we can push it back. But it's still a real asset because I built it. It's just I'm using CG to push it back and make the ship look bigger than it is. Or make that wall look farther back than it is. Or, and this is a decently sized ore, but I think it would do a lot, is I take this down, I somehow put some new joists that extend out another 2 feet. I make this shorter to where it's only brushing up against the side of this thing. Yeah. And then we just put up that door anyways. I think that could actually do a lot to help the look. Fortunately, these stairs start here. These are going to start at where the wall is, which might look a little bit weird. But honestly, like, I mean, that would not be the hardest thing to do. Like, that would take me like a week, maybe. Honestly, probably less than that. The hardest part would just be to extend the joist somehow. And especially if I'm putting a post under it or a post over here, I think this might be a good move. I need to... But I am happy that this looks much larger than this. That's a good sign. Even if we shrink this one down to be... Okay, well... Alright, that's the size of the image. This still looks bigger to me. Mainly you see it up here, I think. Like this part looks bigger to me. Yeah, it's a little higher. The railings look better. This railing looks really good. I'm proud of that railing. Alright, so as long as we avoid... You know what might have been a better move? Is not building a second wall. Not putting in a mast. And just building like a section of it. Like this would, like building half a set. Like the fucking set starts here. Instead of this being the end of the boat. Like knocking this out. Removing the mast. Because honestly, like it should probably go out over there. Like I don't know if it's quite wide enough. I need to write the script. I need to write this script and figure it out. For sure. I'm not sure if it's possible to move the mast. It would be a scary ordeal. It would be a scary ordeal. Think about it though. Imagine this was mirrored onto the other side. We had a staircase here. And the mast was there. Bro, that would look way better. These are dangerous thoughts. These are dangerous thoughts. Oh. Fuck. Dude, it took me so long to just get here. That's why they say measure twice, cut once, for sure. There's also a chance that, like, I mean, when I started this, like, I wasn't planning on building, like, the most massive shit ever, but I was also kind of naive in understanding scale. But say I extended it another 5 or 8 feet to the right, took this down, was somehow able to move the mast, put up another wall, we would have a real set on our hands. right. Well, I think I need to talk to some people before I make this decision. I also need to write the script. Um, there's really only one scene taking place on the boat so far, and then there's the fighting scene. I need to figure out what shots I actually need for this story and figure out what I want to write. So I think I need to like shot list in a creative space, not in a like constrained space, what I want to see and what I need from. I mean, because I have the script written, but it's not like shot listed too much. At least not really the boat scenes, and then there's some like additions I wanted to make to the world building. I just need to figure it out. Because like if there's a solution to do this in post without spending another 2 months building the set and spending like another $2,000, I think that might be a better move. So I'm gonna see what I can come up with. Constraints unlock creativity. So this might be an interesting. See where we go from here. But yeah, no, I was planning to make a short on how they filmed a good bit of it. I can't say I'm like the most proud in the world. Like I don't think it's like, okay, yeah, we built an actual 2 scale. It's a little bit narrow. Honestly, that should have been the main focus, is the width. Because the length you can fudge, but the width, I mean, I don't think you can fudge it. Now we can shoot it